So okay, this is probably going to be the last one. There are other concerns about Avebury. I'm going to go and visit the people at the planning office, and I'm going to discuss my concerns. I'm also going to take this up with my local councillor, that's Mrs. Perry, who I have met at the local hustings and had communications with before, and I'm going to take it up with her. I'm also going to take it up with a local newspaper, and I'm going to talk about the hypocrisy of saying that it's okay to have a cafe run by the National Trust, which is going to bring in lots and lots of traffic, to park there because it's in a prime location, so it's going to be in people's eyes, and they're going to go, oh, cafe, let's stop at the cafe. Whereas the cafe and shops now in Avebury, you actually have to divert, park in the car park and walk a long way in order to find these places, because they're not freely and openly in your face. You don't understand they're there. You have to find them. But this cafe is going to be directly in the line of sight as you drive down the road into Avebury. Yeah, there's one road through Avebury, and you have to drive down it. The cafe's in front of you. Now, it used to be toilets, so you'd only stop if you needed to use the toilets. But now it's going to be a cafe. So if it's going to be a cafe, it's going to attract a lot more people. And the guy from the lodge is right, and Mr. Vlitos is right. Yeah, all these people are right. It's going to attract more people, and these people are going to actually use the facility of the cafe a lot more. So my question is, why the hypocrisy of saying to Charles Mallet, who I don't like, but I have to actually agree on this point, why say to Charles Mallet, you cannot have a crop circle site, a crop circle place which sells crop circle books, yeah, you can't have that, yeah, you can't have a place that sells things that are already on sale in the village anyway, yeah, you can't have that because we don't like that, but the National Trust can have a cafe which sells food, which the Red Lion already sells, and the Stones already sells, yeah? So, and the post office sells food as well. So all these places in the village already sell food, but it's okay to have a cafe which then gets rid of the toilets, gets the toilets away, yeah? So there's no toilets now in Avebury, so you can't take a shit anymore, yeah? Unless you're paying money, yeah? Why is it okay to do that, but not have crop circles? Let's see if I can catch this in my mouth. No, not a fucking chance. But anyway. If you feel strongly about this, like I do, log on to Wiltshire's website, Wiltshire Council website, go to the planning application section, look up these applications, which I've told you about, look up the objections, read them, make your own objections, write to your local MP if you live in the area, write to the media, tell the media about this, and say hypocrisy, backhanders maybe going on in order to make something as a cafe which is okay for the National Trust to do, yes, to make money, when they're already making enough money out of the fucking site it is by charging car parking, the restaurant, you know, which is on their site, which they charge rental for, yeah. They've got the barn, the tithe barn, which you have to pay to go into, yeah. You've got the book centre, which is National Trust, yeah. And you've got the Tourist Information Office, which is basically, you know, it's an official organisation. It's not National Trust, but they're official bodies. These are all official things. And you've got the hen shop, which is private concern, and it's allowed to be a private concern. But the crop circle place was not allowed to be a private concern because people just don't like crop circles in Avebury. Yeah. Well, the same people who don't like crop circles in Avebury also don't want you there in Avebury as a visitor. They want you to come, spend your money, pay your car parking, and fuck off. That's what they want because they bought a house in Avebury, which is really, really exclusive. And the more they can control you and tell you to fuck off, the more they can do that, the better it is for them. So I say we need to fight back as users of Avebury and lovers of the Stone Circle. We need to fight back. And we need to say enough is enough. You live in Avebury. You wanted to live in Avebury. Now put up with the fact that it isn't actually belonging to you. Okay? They've got a cricket pitch on Avebury. Yeah? This shouldn't be there. They've got a school, yeah, in Avebury. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. They've got a commercial, a CRU private club with its own private car park, right, in Avebury. That shouldn't be there, yeah? You know, all these houses shouldn't be there, yeah? This is a National World Heritage Site, yeah? All these houses should be removed, right? And it should be returned to being a stone circle site. And if I had my way, I would say you'd have to move all these people out, yeah? Pay them the market price for their house, yeah? Say, well, what's the market price for your house? Here's the cash, now leave, go, yeah? Take these people out and say, okay, these houses which were made out of the stones of Avebury are now going to be smashed up, yeah? And we're going to take these stones and we're going to glue them back together and cement them back together, and we're going to put them originally back where they were meant to be, yeah? And we're going to rebuild Avebury into the site it was from the houses which are there, which shouldn't be there, right? And we're going to take the church down as well. We're going to take the churches down because they shouldn't be there, right? They shouldn't be there because they were the guys that actually wanted to rip Avebury to pieces in the first place. So quite rightfully now, right, quite rightfully in this democratic age, the church should be taken down, and the stones from the church should be used to make up some of the stones of the stone circle, right? And we should put Avebury back to the way it was. And guess what? Outside Avebury, outside it, right, we should divert the road so that the road never runs through the centre of Avebury as it does at the moment, because that is a piss take. That is a, fuck you, look, we got a road running right through the centre of it. What are you going to do about that then? What are you going to do? We own it, we own Avebury, and we run a road through it, and we smashed the stones up, and we made the houses out of it. Now we put sheep shit in it, and we want to keep you away from it, so what are you going to do about that? I'll tell you what we're going to do about it. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to tell you that live in Avebury, in those houses, that you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed. You shouldn't be proud of living in Avebury. You shouldn't be proud. You should be ashamed, yes? You should be ashamed of living in those houses, because those houses represent a form of corruption, a form of persecution, which, you know, remember they used to burn witches? Remember they used to burn witches? Ooh, women who used to perform caesarean sections and used to perform midwifery. Oh, witches, nasty, 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 yes, burn them, torture them, rip their guts out and cut them in half, yes, remember all that? Remember all that? These are the same people who said, rip those stones down, and build a house out of them. That'll teach them. Look, ha ha ha, we've made a house out of your stones, right? Those are the houses you live in. Yeah, if you were living in South Africa, people who live in Avebury, you would be saying to black people, go and live in the ghettos. Go and live in the ghettos, because this is ours now. This land is ours, yeah? And look what happened there. Look what happened there, yeah? Now things are starting to turn around in this world, and things should be put back to how they were. And things and wrongs which have been done should be unwronged, yes? People tell me that I'm bad for making crop circles, yeah? I want to know why the farmer's allowed to let the sheep shit in Avebury as a National Heritage Site, right? That's a wrong, yeah? So when people tell me I'm really bad for trespassing on somebody's land and creating a little bit of damage, yeah? I don't spray that land with chemicals, right? I don't make money out of turfing the earth with chemicals, yeah? And genetically modified crops. Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, what I do is art, or what I have done in the past is art. And what farmers do is use the land any way they wish. They use it any way they wish. And Avebury is a classic example of people who have used a National Heritage Site in any way they wish. Yes, you're not allowed to. You can't come there and do what you want to do, but they can build cricket pitches, and they can build sport fields, and they can build pubs, and they can build houses, and they can build everything they want to, because they're rich, yes? But you can't come there and have a piss in the toilets because they want to close them at night. So complain to your local MP, if you live in the area, which is Claire Perry, yeah? Complain, yeah? Take it beyond Claire if she can't deal with it, yeah? Complain to the local council, planning permission people, and claim that this is not a fair thing to be doing to the Avebury Parish Council. Okay, so look the Avebury Parish Council up and write to them, yeah? Write to these people, but write to me as well. Let me know what you've done, because I want to keep copies of all the letters and things that you've sent, yeah? So that we know and can coordinate what's been done. And if you've got any suggestions, I'd like to hear them. Thanks very much.